Testing, testing. Can you guys hear? Is it okay now? Ah, that OBS went and changed they changed the microphone on me sometimes automatically. There must be a ghost in the machine of this software. Anyhow, um, so overnight inventory is long, and if we open here, we're going to open on a gap. That gap is supported by the traders that are short underneath yesterday's high. So there's our short positions here. Every time we come down here, let's look for a gap fill on the open, because inventory is about, what, 80% long. It should come back down. If it doesn't, if it holds yesterday's high, look for kind of a back and forth until buyers decide, okay, it's safe, and then one of these. That's one scenario. Second scenario is this, and then acceptance back into the previous day's high. And target would be, the first target would be the close. Okay? Larger traders, if we take out 76.17, 31 3/4 is where you're looking for a print. Let's dig deep here. Woof. Today we are going to be talking a lot about discipline. A lot of the times it will seem like you're not, like the trading is really difficult. Or how do I say this? Well, you're just not having a good day and you're not making any money. A lot of us don't realize that probably, and it's not the market and it's really our internal discipline. I have a couple of examples I'll go over with you in the execution lab. Right now, let's get to see the trades that we're looking at. Yeah, discipline. It's a strange thing, you know. There's a couple of obvious trades I missed today because of discipline. Really obvious. It just didn't have I hadn't done my prep the usual way that I did it. If I can be completely honest, I kind of half-assed it. Like I did it, kind of quick, kind of sloppy, you know, distracted, you know, so when I was trading and I was like, yeah, okay, this is okay. But then I took a hit. I lost like a couple of $100 in a client account. And I was like, okay, I'm really not on like I should be. So what am I going to do to correct that? And I won't trade any kind of size until I correct it. You got to kind of put yourself in timeout. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You know, if you want to self-correct, you have to be willing to put yourself in timeout, right? Because if you're not operating at full capacity, why would you be like putting a lot of money on the line if you know you're half-assing it? You know what I mean? Do you guys understand the concept? Right? See, like, if you're a doctor and somebody comes into the hospital and you're not feeling great, nobody cares. You don't have the luxury of not participating. Like this guy, he's having a heart attack. Get to work, right? You can't go, I'm not feeling that great, right? We have the luxury of being in a business where you can go, you know what? Oh, I missed that. Or, ooh, I screwed that up, right? Maybe I should back off a little bit, right? Yeah, we really don't have a choice because if you're not a professional, Jonathan, you're out of business. Simple fact of life, right? We're either professionals or we're out of business. Pick one, right? So here's inventory correcting already a little bit. What I'd love to see, you can see almost like they're still selling at the same. Do you see how they sold here before? Same level. Check that out, eh? Absolutely amazing. Let's see if they hold. What I'm looking for now is I'm looking at the 1 minute candle chart to identify where this thing's going to open. We're not going to open on a gap anymore. Okay, so we're going to open back in range. That's significant. That means that we just had enough buying to sucker these poor people above 76.10. Now they're all going to start to puke out. That's what we're seeing, that puke. That 10 puke. There's the seller. Right? So now we're going to suffocate those people and push them into the bids here, where the people who are short here are going to come in and cover at VWAP, or they're going to front run VWAP. That's what that is. Right? The chart tells you exactly what's going on. All you got to do is pay attention. Right? And then you got to learn how to do the execution. And here's the good part. Execution is just practice. You have previous day high at 76.03. You know what? You're right. You're right. Thank you. Okay, so we are opening on a gap. Oops. Thanks, James. You took us on that one. Much appreciated. I've been yeah, we are going to open on a gap. It's definitely a gap, which changes what I was saying 5 minutes ago. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Guys in the room, holy cow, how did you miss that? Not a single person in the room told me that my previous day high was in the wrong place. Okay. Opening on a gap, it means change. Off we go. Run of the overnight high. I think holding 78.10, if you're a buyer, and you should be looking to sell 76.22 according to my half hour, right? Let's see if we can hold 76.11, that area, just right here. It's a level I've been watching for a while. So if you're buying, right, say you're long 14, 15, put some orders out at the overnight high and be a seller there because everybody else is. So I'm long 14, I'm selling 17, 18, wherever they take them on those contracts. And thank you, James, very much. This trade's for you. Well done. Catching that, I'm flat. There's a short position. We found the short position. We bought, stopped, and sold into strength. You guys in the room, did you catch that? Am I on mute again? You're lost? Okay. All right, let me take a breath. Okay. Thanks, James. James on YouTube told me that my previous day high was in the wrong place. Had I had it in the old place, I would have been looking to short. Once I realized that we're going to open on a gap, I went long. That's the elevator 30-second pitch. Understood? I don't use the word breakout really, Jonathan. I'm trying to tell you guys about the mechanics, right? Why would I go long instead of going short when I knew that we opened on a gap? Because if everybody's short, why would I go short? They're all going to come in and start buying. Get it? Hey, Keith, what's going on? Cool. There you go. Gap between the previous day high is 76.04. The open is here. Yes, exactly, Milo. Exactly. We opened out of range, which means prices are higher. Prices are higher. Remember I said sideways and up? Well, we're going up first. Let's see if we can get some sideways motion going. Your swing high is going to be up here at 29. Yeah, expectation is short covering. And look, you see we opened, we got 3 ticks underneath the open and then straight up Milo. So what you should do, Milo, is later you should go and rewind this and rewatch the open. That's what I would do if I were you. And then make notes. If you really want to get this down, that's what you want to do. We're coming into the cost basis of a few days ago, the 10th. It's you know, that's the dull, boring work that actually makes you money, is rewinding stuff. Because these markets are incredibly precise. So it's good to know where the buying and where the selling is going to be and when to flip. So a little bit of distribution now over the overnight high, right? All the short sellers are coming rushing in to buy, and we're selling them. And you can see we're selling some size here, right? In the first 6 minutes, it's traded almost 40,000 contracts, right? And then nothing for sale under 18 right now. It's a tough morning for the shorts. So guys in the room, the reason why it sounded weird at the opening is because I realized a key piece of information I was looking at was in the wrong place. So I had to change my bias very quickly and then do the mechanics of the trade. So when you go back and rewind it, you'll see what I'm talking about, those of you who are confused. You know, it is going to take time, Rock. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Oh boy, here we go. Looking for that 29 stop. Creeping up on it. The next level I've got higher is 76.33 and then 44 3/4. If we do take out 76.30 and get accepted above it, be careful. You don't know what a gap is? A gap means that business conditions have changed, Milo. It means the business conditions have changed since the previous day. So if you were buying apples at 25 cents yesterday, now they're 45 cents or 50 cents. Get what I mean? Now we're going to backfill. This is a look above and fail of 25 of those of you who took the short. You should be looking for bids, right? Look above, 76.25 half, fail. So you're shorting 24s and you're trying to cover 19s. Jonathan, no, just leave it the way it is. Jonathan, are you understanding what I'm talking about with the trades that you're seeing that right now? Try and focus, brother. Just leave the cost basis. Now, why would you change it? It just worked perfectly. Do you see how it just worked perfectly? Look above, you're short, you're stop, and you're covering. You don't want to touch anything, man. It's working perfectly. Right? The high is 26.25. Our level is 25.5. Don't touch it. It's perfect. You understand what I'm saying? Look for bids at 16. That's where the overnight high is. Look, watch. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to focus your attention on what's happening right here. Because that's what everybody's trying to focus on, Jonathan. Sorry. You might be retracting your statements about being able to trade NQ. Listen, at least if you know that it's jumping up and down, you know how to stay out of it, right? Yeah, Jonathan, I just gave you guys like a wicked trade, right? And that's what you should have been focusing on, not changing the cost basis. Right? At the open, if you want to ask questions that are like off center, just wait until the market opens a little bit and we run some trades and then ask, right? Because what I'm trying to do is like everybody else is trying to figure out the trade. Right? Where's the trade? So the levels are working. So now you're looking for a backfill to see if we can stay underneath 15. Thanks, Jonathan. Cool. Right? You see there's inventory here. There's inventory. We're coming right to the bottom of it. Right? This is focus, 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 focus. If we break 14.5, right, and get accepted, we're looking to see if we can go challenge that opening low. There is buying here. We want to see if that buying is still here. We don't know until we go and test it. That's what you need to be laser focused on this right now. Right? Like your life depends on it, because actually it does. Look, bids at 14.5. See? It can't print under 14.5 yet. Watch. Let's see if it can get a print under. There. Now, once you open that door, does it bring in a ton of buyers? And if it does, you're going to have sellers at 17. Watch. Watch. Right? If you're buying the overnight high, your stop is under 14. Get it? If it blows that stop, you're out of the trade. If it takes the open, look for bids when it comes back down to 7.5. Right? Focus on what's going on, guys. That's how you make money. Focus on the mechanics of this. Don't worry about the theory right now. You're getting shot at. Focus on the mechanics. There's a position underneath 76.10. Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, actually, you're right. You're going long the open with your stop at like underneath the A high, that might work too. That's probably a better trade, right? Just make sure you sell it into those 17, 18s, right? Say you bought 15. Put an offer out at 17 and see if you can get a print, right? Long 15, out 17. Got a print, right? There's going to be some selling as we come into this 18.5 C. This is exactly what you guys want to focus on if you want to make money. Don't worry so much about everything. Your research and your prep is done now. By this time, and I want to talk to you guys about this, trading RTH, if you are not skilled, if you do not trade instinctively because you've trained yourself to, don't trade the open. Don't trade high volatility. You're just asking to lose money, right? So if your head is not really, if you're not dialed in, right? If you're not totally dialed in, there's the seller. That's what I was looking for. Now I'll be looking for a look below and fail of 76.03. That's my trade, which, ooh, what a coinkydink, is a gap fill. I'll be looking, if I'm not long, I'll look for a gap fill long. Right? I'm not short right now, right? But I should have been short, right? Because my discipline's not good. I'm talking to you guys. Obviously, I should have been short because inventory is long and we're looking for a correction, right? So folks in the room, are you guys understanding what I'm saying, or does it just seem like I'm rambling? Okay. Looking for 7603. Looking for a gap fill. Whoops, the stop's in the wrong place. Should be there. Okay. Yeah, see, I had my cost basis, Milo. If I had my cost basis done at like 3 in the morning your time, right? So I know it's working. It's actually working to the tick. So let's see if we get a look below and fail of 7603. If that doesn't work, then 7592. This is short covering before the gap fill. So if you're buying that, for example, so you're long 6-7, you'll probably want to be a seller at 9 and 10. Right? Here we go. Here's the gap fill. To the tick. Beautiful markets. Now let's run that down. I'm looking for a look below and fail of 3.5. I might just have to buy a little bit here and sell into the 6s. I'm going to be out of this before VWAP, right? So long the 5s, selling the 7s. Thank you. I got a few contracts to go. I got what, 4 left? And I'm lowering price and I'm out. Not bad. Done. Little front running, right? I was looking for a look below and fail of 3.5, but had to buy the 4s, 5s, and sell the 7s. That's okay. Now, if we break 3.5, watch. I'm curious to see what happens here. I knew there would be bids there, right? There you go, Travis. Inventory correction. Nice. Some decent bids. Look below and fail of 3.5. There's a lot of inventory above us. I'd give it some time. There's a seller at 6. Seller at 6. Let's see if we can hold 3. No, I don't think so. Okay, now look for 98. If we break 7,600, look for 98. If you're short and we start offering 5, be careful. Got it? Gap is filled, Matt. According to this, anyway. If I have, hopefully, have the previous day high in the right level. Yeah, the gap's filled, right? Gap is filled. All right. Gap is filled. I just took the trade. I just took the gap filled trade, Matt. And it worked. It wouldn't it wouldn't have happened if it didn't work. I'm looking for 98. It's the middle of the zone. If you're short, that's where I'd put some bids like 99, 7,600, right? Now, we're right in the thick of the overnight inventory. And we've been in good distribution. We took all the cheap stuff we got under 75.86 yesterday. Everything that we bought under the close, they've had a great time selling it higher. Now we got to put it on sale a little bit. So now if you're short, remember what I said. If it starts to offer 5, be careful. Oh, is the Fed chairman going to talk now? Why can't these guys talk at night? See, this is what I was telling you about. See, watch. If it starts printing the 5s, be careful. There should be a seller at 6 and then one at 7 3/4 half. Okay? How did I know that was going to happen? Because that's a look below and fail. Right? That's a look below and fail of 76.03. Let's see the next candle. If we can, oh, come on, don't get too far away. I'd like to have it come back so I could buy a few at 5. That'd be nice. And then sell them at like 8. I'm not asking for much. There we go. Did I get any at 5? I got one at 5. I'm a little high. Let's see if it holds. If we break the 4s, I'll scratch it and add in again. I'm just long one contract. The candles are kind of big. It held 3.5, to the tick. Beautiful. See, Jonathan, the levels are working to the tick, right? So let's take the 5s again. Sell some at 7.25. Long 5. Selling 7.25. Selling 8.5. Selling 9.25. Selling 10. Selling 9 3/4. Selling 10.5, but no takers. Lowering it to 10.25. They took me at 10.25. I got one left. Where do you want it? Come and get it. 9 3/4. Flat. Done. Had to flip it, man. Had to flip it. Beautiful. Whew. And now it can go to 17 without me. Did I come in late? Yes, I did come in late. Indeed, I did. You're still going on about the 6 times cost basis. Ugh. Okay, man, you run with that. Sorry, Jonathan. Just one of those days. Alrighty. Damn, that's a long A period. Yeah, I'm going to figure it out, Jonathan, because I'm trying to make you some money right now. Right? Sorry, I've been trying to call out trades and show you guys how to make some scratch. And excuse my language, you're like a fucking dog with a bone on this 6 times cost basis. Don't worry about it. Just listen to what I'm trying to show you, okay? You'll thank me later. Right? If we were on a trade desk, I would have nailed you in the head with a fucking phone by now because you're not paying attention. Okay, I'm gonna stop picking on him before I get complaints. Holy shit. Lord love a duck. All right. Exactly. Just like Meyer Rothschild said, right? There's enough in between. You guys got to focus. That's why you're not making money. Don't obsess about shit that's not going to make you get you paid. To be really honest, don't obsess about things that aren't going to pay. Do what pays you. It is beautiful, Dougie. The clients will be happy. Oh, okay, I'm done. Yeah, the POC is above us right here. That's from all the short covering on the pop. Okie dokie. When the trading's good, right? When the trading's good like this, I'm going to be focused on calling out trades so you guys can make some money. When it's doing this, right? When it's trading like this, then we can have this philosophical discussions. But when it's popping like this, there's money here, right? This one up here, it's not from previous day, it's an untraded POC. And now it's traded. I was just curious to see if it would be at all reactive. Previous day's POC's down here. Yeah, the old naked POC, right? So what are we going to do? A little bit more back and forth. Yeah, well, hey, like they say, make hay when the sun shines, because we got a lot of people in the room who drop out of the room because I'm not calling out enough trades. So when the price action's like this, pitter patter, man, we got to get at her and make some money. If we take out that 18, 19, no, there's a seller. The seller's still there where that white line is, right? The levels are working. The price action is good. Beautiful waves of order flow. Now we should, if we clear that seller, we'll be back at 25 with some pit stops at 20. Oh, well, you guys, if you ran a trading room, you guys would know that you have to try and please everybody, right? It is a business, right? I mean, we barely charge enough to even call it a business, but it is a business. We got to try and keep people in the room, right? All right. See, I told you we'd have a little brief stopover at 20 and then 25 half again. And where's my Jonathan? Jonathan guy, look above and fail of 25, down to 7603. Look below and fail of 7603, back to 7625. That should answer all your questions about cost basis. You should only be trading here and here right now if you're a new trader. That's where you get the best deal. And you minimize your chance of taking bad trades if you're trading at the edges. See you tomorrow. Have a good one, right? Even if you buy 4s and 5s and sell 6 and 7s, that's going to put you ahead of 90% of traders. Just that one trade. Because everybody will get screwed up in the middle here, right? Learn that trade from the edge. Take it 1,000 times, and I swear to God, you'll make your money, right? You might get a reaction there again. I'm trying to tell you where you will get a reaction, not might, will. Do you understand the difference? If that's what I'm trying to say, right? It hasn't been a guy who's gotten my blood pressure up in the room for a while. Huh. See you, Checkup Charter. Have a good one. Thanks for being with us. Right? Where are the best odds? Like right here, there might be a reaction. Do you want to take a trade? Fuck no. Right? Sure, there's a reaction, but there's no trade for you. Unless you're really skilled, you can short 20, try and cover 17. But hey, this trade, when it goes, it goes. With this trade, when it goes, it goes. It's the rotation back to the middle, right? Just remember, if you do kill me, Jonathan, there'll be about 30 lifetime coaching students that'll be coming for your scalp. They know where you live, right? So now we can see there's a seller up there at 21. How did I find those as edges? Really simple. I did a cost basis from 87 to 92, doubled it again. So right now we are in 4 times profit zone. That's why it's a good short here, and that's why it's a good long here. I've got tons of videos on how I did it. So there's that seller. Now, really fast traders would be shorting 20, stop 22, and bidding this 17, just like I said, remember? That's called shorting the backfill. The backfill is a weird trader way of saying it's on a sale, it's on sale, right? This is like a little flash sale. Like when you're in Walmart and they go, attention Walmart shoppers, for the next 30 seconds, this will be on sale in aisle 17. And everybody rushes in to buy and then they raise price. How to find the cost basis? That is a simple thing. What you do, my friend, is you look for a place like this. That's a cost basis. This is a cost basis. You look for where they buy and they sell at the same level, and you get that back and forth. You take that and then you double it up and you double it down. Now, if we crack the 22s, I'd be looking for 24. Nope, it's really simple. Omar Sharif is an Egyptian actor, which makes that gag even better, because the Lebanese guy was trying to tell girls that an Egyptian actor was his father. But I'm telling you, man, in the 90s it worked because there was no internet, there was no Google, didn't exist. We had this other guy who used to say he was Alan Alda's son just to get past, because you're at the front door of a nightclub, so people say, "Oh, I'm Robert De Niro's son, I'm, Omar Sharif's son, I'm so and so's." You know, they used to do that all the time in Vancouver. It's okay, Jonathan, all good. It's usually Jam that's trying to get my blood pressure up, but he's been surprisingly quiet today. He's still nursing a head wound from when his wife hit him in the head with a frying pan. So you're stepping in. Still looking for 76.25. We're creeping there. I told you, his wife beat him up. I'm just joking. No, he's just working a lot. Oh, no 25? Okay. Be that way. Back down to 17, 18? No, no, now it's getting slow. Okay, see now this is the time where they get you. See how small the candles are? If they start getting really, really small, it means the business is slowing, and you might get a little like back and forth like this, which is just means go get a coffee. Little sideways action, exactly, right? Get up, stretch your legs, get a coffee. You will, Italian trader. You will see those things, right? Right. Oh, there he is. Short 23 out 21. Nice. Good trading for having a head wound there, my friend. Um, go to the bar. I could do that. It's funny. There's a bar right across from my building, and it's an outdoor bar in front of the water. I could go right now, but we have to do a class. We have to do a class. Yeah, Italian trader, it's just repetition. That learning how to adapt and how to switch it, it's just repetition, repetition, repetition. That's all it is. So we got some nice distribution above the overnight high. Lots of volume being sold. I mean, it's slow, but it's good business if you're a wholesaler. And welcome to the folks who are joining us on YouTube. By the way, I'm JJ. I'm vwaptrader1 on X, and our trading room is tradingsyndicate.org. I'm supposed to put the link in the thing, right? Yeah. Slave to advertising. Yeah, we'll have a podcast coming out on Thursday as well. Thanks, Blackhawk. But I told you, that 10 seconds to adapt, that took me years to work out. I used to have the biggest problem, and I still do, with bias. The hardest thing I've ever had to do is learn how to trade against my bias. And the only way I was able to do that, and this is the sucky answer because it's discipline, doing the same thing every day and having the same setup, and then using the setup to tell me what's going on. And then being able to take the information from that and then being able to switch on the fly. That, oh my God, I never thought I'd be able to do that. We do the podcast with Ray. Ray has become somewhat of a Da Vinci with writing code. And he's been coding all sorts of things with this prediction markets and all kinds of stuff. And he's really good at that. So he's he prefers that to doing podcasts. So they kind of let me do a podcast on my own called Proper Villains with Dolores, and it's good because it forces me to finish my book. Do we have a mini gap around 76.13? I can't see one, but maybe I'm missing something. Okay, let's see. Can we break that 1817? Come on. Now they're going to put it on sale. How long does the sale last? What I'd love to see is the next candle open and not be able to get over 18. If it opens and gets back up over 18, not great for a short. There's 18. Okay, there's a seller at 18. That's good. Oh, don't go away. Bastards. Now, back to 21. But they just cut the sell right here. Right. It's not like they're defending price. The sellers just stop selling here because they see bids. Right? There was a bid there before they built. As soon as they see buyers, they just raise price and the buyers follow them like sheep. Exactly, Moran. Exactly. So now it might just bop around between 16 and 21. Chop, chop, chop. And they're getting rid of this stuff here and this up here. It's just distribution. That's all it is. These charts are just showing you the movement of inventory. Buy it, sell it. They keep coming, sell it higher. Right now, if we can take out the 23s, we might get that 25 print. Were earnings really good? I have not kept track of earnings. I know IBM didn't look very good. It's probably the first time I've looked at that stock in like 20 years. But was it looking for 25 and a half? Almost, almost. Got to 25. 2 ticks. Ooh, almost. Do we have enough people short under 21 that they go and start covering? This is what that candle is here. This candle, my friends, is a short covering candle. Right? And if they move the bid up here and lift the offer, then we'll be able to print the 26s. Let's see. You're welcome, Perry. No one will trust their calendar. Oh, there's 26 and a half. Boom. Hit it. Now, can we get above or can we short it back down? If you do short it back down, look for bids at 21. 21, 21 and a half. If we start offering over it, be careful. Any big earnings this week? Or is it just all banks, right? None of the tech bros are putting stuff out. Netflix? Oh, that's right, Netflix. Yeah. Art Croy told me about Netflix. I forgot. And I think I did some levels for Netflix. I got to go dig out that chart. TSM. Thanks. Oh, we'll do today ASML. Oh, really? I haven't looked at that stock in a long time. What did it do? Netflix tomorrow. That's right. Thursdays usually they hold Thursdays for the big ones. Oh, okay. Down $48. And some of these stocks like ASML, it gaps up, it gaps down. How you trade this stuff, I don't. My hair would fall out. Okay, look above and fail of 25 and a half. Oh, I hate it when it's sticky like this. Oh. The inventory is below us, Moran. Definitely. Let's take a quick gander at the old market profile. Check it out. Basically, I'd say there's all your short-term inventory, right? This is all short-term inventory, and we're above it. So now we must go and sell it. Hey, Paul, what's going on? It's pretty nice outside. What we're doing in here, I have no clue. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look above and veil of 25 and a half, right? And if you were short, we should have hit that 17, 18 area. And let's see if we still bid here. See, we bid there 3 times. If that breaks, right? If that level there breaks, look for VWAP. Oh, this is the inventory of the last week. So time and volume traded is inventory. So the market's business is to get people net long. So most of this is long inventory, and the business is to take this and go sell it higher because it's a market. Actually, all of the inventory, if you go and look at, it's actually a good question, right? Let's go look at the weekly chart on the ES, right? Where we're trading now at 76.18, right? Over this 76.01, pretty much the entire inventory of the ES since inception is underneath us. So it should be no. Exactly. We got the reaction at an extreme of the level. Nice work, Jonathan, right? Long-term inventory is underneath us. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why it would be no surprise if we went to make new highs. Because there's no overhanging inventory to sell into this. There's nothing up here. Way to go, Jonathan. Nice work. And what did I say? Oh, VWAP. Yeah, there's VWAP. And now, Jonathan, let's see, we rotate all the way down to 76.03. This, my friends, is the most beautiful thing. These rotations, look above and fail, look below and fail, look above and fail, look below and fail. Cool. And if you just trade this, this, and this, you can make 5-10 grand a day. Just work your way up to it. Start small, right? Learn how to admit you're wrong quick. If you get in too early, if you get in, you get stopped out. If you get in too early and get stopped out, admit you're wrong, jump back in again once you see more confirmation. Sure. Well, on this one here, Matt, I was kind of screwing around looking at the weekly chart, so I didn't take it. But here, I would have been executing here at 24. Honestly, I would have probably been short 23, 22 with my stop at 24.25. And then I would have gone and put in bids here because there's a standard deviation here. I'd go bid here, bid here. I would just use my levels to bid. Look at that, 76.03 to the tick. Beautiful. Right? So there you go, Jonathan, to the tick. Now, if it holds that 76.03, you can go long again, and we're going to rotate back up. Let this candle close. What is a harmonic pitchfork? That sounds kind of fun. I'm thinking a cross between a harmonica and a pitchfork. Maybe it's a harmonic. If you play it badly, it pokes you with the pitchfork. I don't know. Just kidding. Just kidding. 76.03. Well, you're trading my same levels. Now, if it holds here, we can go buy ourselves a few. Like, let's see if it holds the fives. You know, you take them in. Make sure you put your sell orders out because you're going to have sellers here. So you're long 5 and you're selling 7, right? Long 3 at 5 3/4, and you sold them at 7, 7 1/4. and just be flat. Don't have to hold them forever, right? Just in and out. Teach yourself how to be quick. Trading quick is a skill that everyone should have, right? Long 5 again. Sold 7. Right? 7.5. I got 1 left that I'm long 5 3/4. I'm out at 8 1/4. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm done. I'm putting the dom away. And that is it for me, folks. Thanks, Paul. I was just giving you a hard time. Got to have some fun, right? Do a little joking around. There's nothing wrong with trading a pattern. Just understand the business that's creating the pattern. It'll make your life a little easier. That's all I'm saying. If you can understand why the pattern works and the mechanics of it, you're going to trade it better. We're just doing this so you can trade better. Because I want you guys to make money. Right? I want us to be like pirates, steal what we can and give nothing back. Let's go rob BlackRock today, right? Do you ever watch RSI? No, I do not. Because I once held a stock at 95 RSI for 3 months at $30 a share on NASDAQ. So I know RSI can be manipulated. So if you do watch RSIs, put it into context with the business. By itself, it's useless. But if you use it with something else and put context around your business plan, it might work. But it doesn't work on things like short squeezes. Because I can hold a stock at 95 RSI for 2 years. One of these days, I'll show you that chart. We took a stock from $2 to $8 and we didn't have a negative day for 2 years. It's never been done before, right? So with all these things, you want to use it with the business. Nothing wrong with it, but by itself, it's kind of like maybe the icing on the cake, not the cake itself, Anywho, just trade them back and forth, folks. They gave you guys beautiful trading today, right? Just trade them back and forth. Have a great day. Use the levels and enjoy. Don't overtrade. And thanks for being with us. Have a wonderful morning, everyone. The rest of you characters we'll see at 11 o'clock in the room. I'll put the Zoom link in at 11. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.